Hello and welcome to the preview of the NMS Prime Detect app. Before we start the preview, a quick notice. Everything I show you today can be tried out in our demo system. For this, head over to demo.nmsprime.com and log in with the username customer. To use all the features I show you today in your own system, you need to have the Detect plugin installed. If you haven't installed the Detect plugin and want these features in your system, head over to our website nmsprime.com to check the prices or get an offer for your system. Let's start with the preview. I am now logged into the system and the Detect app is installed and activated. When the Detect app is installed, you will see changes to the system on various pages. Firstly, there is a new item on the sidebar, Detect. Another thing that is instantly noticeable are the new system summary and trouble dashboards. We will talk about those in a moment, but before, let's have a look at the other changes. Inside the navbar, you can see a banner that shows brief information about the number of online modems. If this banner turns red, the probability that some issue has occurred is very high. Lastly, we also extended the monitoring and analysis capabilities by making the topography overview even better. Beside the option to group modems in order to monitor them together, you can now look in the past and get an overview over the history in one place. You will find this new page when clicking on one of the modem bubbles inside the monitoring ERD. Also, more on that later. Let's go into detail and start with the system summary. You can find it in the global and the Detect dashboard. It will give you a brief overview over the state of your system and correlates with the banner inside of the navbar. The system summary has three sections for modems, net elements like controllable amplifiers, and services like DHCP and TFTP. It shows you the online and offline elements and if there are elements in warning or critical state. If something is not working and you want more details, the trouble dashboard is your first point to look at. It collects all errors from your network or inside your plant and displays them to you. You are then able to inspect the warnings and take actions to resolve them. On the top right, you have different switches to change the filter and appearance of the trouble dashboard. The gear wheel takes you to the configuration page where you can define threshold values for the different error levels, minor, major, and critical. On the issue itself, you have information about severity, type, which can be outage or proactive. The size shows you the number of affected modems in relation to the sum of modems that are managed by the device that is reporting the issue. The host itself contains the name of the device and, if possible, a link to the SNMP control page to directly read and adjust the system parameters. Detected will show you how long ago the issue was detected or had its last state change. The status will give you information if there's a ticket for the issue already and if someone currently trying to solve the problem. The last column provides quick links to the actions we found are used mostly. The first button will bring you to the ERD overview of the device if possible. The second button will create a ticket for this device and the third button will mute the problem, which can temporarily or permanently hide the issue. You can then show muted problems through the filter on the top left and unmute them. Each element in the trouble dashboard has a plus icon in front of it, so you can extend it and get further informations. On this particular element, there is an outage reported. And on the right hand side, you find more information and can also create a ticket for this problem specifically, look at the Isinga page, or mute this problem only for the device. If this is the only problem, the whole device will be muted. Now let's jump to the topography page. This is the best place to debug any issues you have inside your network. The screen is divided into three sections. On the left, you have the history table with every important state change of the past. On the bottom you have a timeline, where you can scrap through the last 4 weeks and look for outages or proactive warnings. In the future update, you can time travel to the selected slot and look at the device parameters of the selected time frame. In the center you still have the map, which shows you the modems and net elements. You can draw a box or a polygon to create a new modem positioning rule, or just watch on some specific modems in detail. If you are already a user of NMS Prime, you know this view very well. In the last months, we enhanced this view a lot and added new layers to it. You can access them via the tabs in the top. First, there is the vicinity graph that displays the detailed structure of your net with manageable and also unmanaged amplifiers, all the house connectors and the cable layout. Here you can also draw your own cable layout and save it. Besides, they display important parameters and how they changed in the past. The default time frame is set to 3 days, but you can set it also to any other time frame. The resolution is 5 minutes, so outliers and bad signal behaviors are captured reliably. If you want to know more, don't hesitate to schedule a meeting for an extended demonstration. Thank you for watching. This was Christian Schramm from NMS Prime. Goodbye.